This next article from Newsweek, U.S. intelligence lists China, Russia as equal elections threat, but only one opposes Trump. United States intelligence agencies warned Russia and China are actively involved in the 2020 election interference, but the two countries are not using their efforts to quote unquote denigrate the same political candidate. The Russians are denigrating Mr. Magoo, aka Joe Biden, aka Obama 2.0. The president. A lot of people think that everything was just groovy under Obama. Like race relations were just great under Obama and everything. We elected a black president, and then all of a sudden, like, life was great. Everybody was holding hands, singing Kumbaya, and not so much. No, in fact, actually, this was when the race relationships went sour. And as it turns out, 72% of America is white, and the movement has been to try to prevent us from enforcing our immigration policies by shaming us as racist. But this totally isn't working at all anymore. Like, we're not brainwashed anymore. It's not going to work. And what does this have to do? So Mr. Magoo. So Mr. Magoo is getting backed up by China, the cultural Marxist. So Mr. Magoo, his plan, if he's elected president, is he going to give out $15,000 to minorities who are first-time homeowners, home buyers, and he's going to give loans to minorities, and then he's going to make the Federal Reserve talk about race. Because, that's like what the Federal Reserve is supposed to be doing. And then Russia likes Trump. And you just got to ask yourself, is Russia the same thing as China? Like, is it really China, Russia? Are they on the same side? So you got to ask yourself, you're a Russian businessman. You want to go sell in China. So you got to deal with who? The Chinese Nazi Party, right? They're going to do what? They're going to put all these restrictions on you. If they don't like what you're doing, they're going to seize your assets because they're National Socialist. You can have private property until they need to commandeer it for the war effort, in which case it's socialized, which is National Socialism. That's the definition of National Socialism. But people just didn't even notice this. I'm a computer programmer, and I noticed the hierarchy of it. I was like, man, these two things are the same. And you look even farther into it, and China is legit straight up Nazi. And so the Nazis, they're siding with the Democrats. And it just so happens we've got BLM Antifa Nazi riots. And then the Russians, they seem to be putting out hilarious troll memes. And they seem to be trolling us and fucking with us pretty hard. And to that, I say, hell yeah. Those are some pretty good memes. That was awesome. No, to the Chinese, I say, that's fucking freaky, man. I would go to Russia, though. I would. I wouldn't be afraid to go to Russia. I would never go to China. Ever. I would never go to China. First off, I regularly criticize the dictator Winnie the Pooh because he's very out of shape. He would get his ass kicked in a fight. Might die from COVID due to the poor condition that he's in. And so this is fundamentally, I think, the reality of the world. What has Russia done recently? Yeah, the USSR killed a lot of people. Russia is an oligarchy. It's not communist, but I don't think they're going back. If you ask Putin, do you want to give up all your money for all of your comrades? He would say, fuck off. He would. He definitely would he definitely would not give you the time of day. Say, no, you're not going to take my money. So, I don't really see China as being the threat here. If they are able to actually hit us with like troll farms and memes, and people are that dumb, I think that we deserve it. I really do. I just think if you're that big of a sucker, man, we need to troll those people even harder. See, we need to join with the Russians with these troll memes and just hit them as hard as we can with the most hilarious digital art that we can. Memes. We'll win. There's nothing that you can do if we united with Russia in order to own the libs. I think that you would see that your memery skills are very juvenile, that you got punked really hard, and that it was rather embarrassing how shit quality your memes were. This next article from Hacker News: Chinese officials hacked my company. They're probably going to hack my computer when I click on it too. What is it? Archive.vn? Why am I clicking on these websites from Hacker News? Dude. Some from like Wall Street Journal, how Chinese officials hacked my company. This is the story of how the Chinese hacked my computer. When I clicked on the news from Hacker's Best. Well, yeah. Probably shouldn't be using Windows. I think I'm switching over to Linux here pretty soon. This next article from Hacker News: Intel, ARM, and AMD processors vulnerable to a new sidechain hack. This is from thehackernews.com. And it says, it turns out the root cause behind several previously disclosed speculative execution attacks against modern processors, such as Meltdown and Foreshadow, was misattributed to prefetching effect, resulting in hardware vendors releasing incomplete mitigations and countermeasures. Sharing its findings with the Hacker News, a group of academics and Gray's University of Technology and CISPA Helmholtz Center for Information Security finally revealed the exact reason why the kernel addresses are cached in the first place, as well as presented several new attacks that exploit the previously unidentified underlying issues following hackers to sniff out sensitive data. And during the time that I took to read this article, they probably actually hacked all of my passwords. So I'm going to get the fuck out of here.